What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing this evening? Hopefully well. Welcome to episode number 4 of Up in the Air. I don't know why I always look so surprised when it goes live, but there it is. So this is episode number 4. And let's see, do we have anybody even here right now? I have been having some serious issues with internet as of late. YouTube has been hollering at me about my bit rates, so I need to fix it. What's going on, man? I gotta get Spectrum out here to fix this internet. Like, I guess, if you got too much going on in the house, it dampers what you can actually upload. I thought like Twitch was bad to stream to, but apparently YouTube's way, way worse when it comes to bit rates. Let's see. What can I do to fix this? I'm using Google Hangouts. That's like the best 2,500 kilobits is what it's running at. I don't know. I'll leave it alone. What's going on, Rick? How's it going? I was talking about actually. Yeah, I'm out here in Spring Hill. I'm about, 40 minutes north of Tampa. Just outside of Tampa, actually. Just a jaunt down 75, really. I don't really have any talking points tonight, guys. I sort of screwed up. I had a guest lined up, and I just never followed up with them this week, and had actually 2 guests lined up, and never got anybody to fully commit. So there you go. It's all good though. I don't need a guest to chat. What's up, Bill? How's it going, man? Yeah, man, that sounds cool. I'm always down for chatting, meeting new people in the community. That's what it's really all about, right? Just, chatting it up. I was trying to get the guys from Half Chrome on here, but it's just been hit or miss. Our schedules keep overlapping one another, but I thought it'd be pretty cool to chat with them. They have a pretty interesting channel, put out some pretty awesome content. And then Randy Vasquez was supposed to be tonight's guest, but him and I, again, just out of sync with time, and we were going to do a creator perspective. Really wasn't going to be a drone chat per se. It was going to be more about, the creative process and what have you. Yeah, I didn't know, man, I don't even think about these things. I just sort of do it like at spur of the moment. Like something hits me, I'm just like, that's what I'm going to do. I didn't even like run through my list. I did ask the last show. I said, if you want to be on the show, just shoot me an email or something, put it in front of my space. I'm all about, getting somebody to come on, chat it up, whatever. 360. BTAP, no. Autel has not responded. I've been looking. I haven't really followed Autel on their Facebook page to see if anybody said anything. A couple of people tweeted the video at them, but they haven't responded. When I made that video, I totally expected them to totally disregard that. 90% of the time, most companies do just totally disregard like consumer things like that. I saw a couple of comments where people were like, "Oh, you're challenging them. How come you're not calling out DJI?" I'm not going to call out DJI. I mean, like DJI is putting out products and like they're meeting their product delivery dates. They're communicating with their consumers. Their customer service side, whole different ball game. So I'm not going to like call them out. And it wasn't even that I was trying to challenge them. I just, letting them clear up any misinformation. So, I don't know. The video was misperceived, I think, like as to what people thought I was trying to do. And that's so freaking annoying because like comments I actually not turned off the comments to the video, but I turned off the notifications. I used to leave the notifications on. Now I'm just checking them maybe twice a day and responding to people. But it just, for the past couple of videos, it's just gotten so negative. I've just shut them off. Hey, Bill, what's going on, man? Eating pizza? I had pizza too tonight. I shouldn't have, but I did. It was a frozen pizza, so it wasn't very good. But I've been messing around with the stream. I got another, where is it? My hand. There it is. I got another webcam. There it is. I can almost see it. I'm trying to get OBS working, but I need to fix this internet so bad. Yeah, the comments are crazy. I saw a guy, he says to me, he goes, "Oh, I can see if you had, 100,000 views or something like that, they may entertain that." Okay, if we think about this, all the videos I've done about the Autel have drummed up roughly about, I don't know, maybe 60,000 views in total. So 60,000 views, but a lot of comments, a lot of interaction. And what I found is a lot of interaction has pushed those videos up in like the trending sections for like things that are searchable like this. So, I mean, reality is if they do decide to ship it, maybe a good portion has pushed from my channel. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't think the whole, you have to have X number of views to get a company to recognize you is a good logic. I think that's stupid. All righty, man. Good talking with you, buddy. I can run it through Hangouts. Bill, you're talking about the stream? I messed around with OBS last night for probably a better half of 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. And like what I would find is it would run good for a little while. And then all of a sudden the bit rate would drop and the stream would go from an okay stream to like a bad stream. And I actually changed the settings from 1080p, which is what I was wanting to stream in. I've been complaining because Hangouts doesn't allow you to stream in 1080p, but I can't even get 1080p to stream, which is crazy. I have Spectrum. I got like 10 megabits up, but it's all about the up, I guess. Yeah, no, I jumped on it's funny. Yeah, I did rank well in the search because as soon as they announced it at CES, I was home and I saw the announcement, I saw the teaser video, and they actually gave me a little bit of info like ahead of time. And I jumped. I think I had like the first video out on it. And, so I jumped on it early, but it's been ranking well ever since. It's just YouTube's funny like that. Like, I don't know. Some videos light the world on fire. Some videos don't. I did a video this past week and I literally didn't think it would do but 200 views where I said Mavic Air after the hype. And my thought is that after the hype, after Mavic Air is something that people are searching and then they start commenting on it, whether it's good or bad, and then it just bumps it up. Now it's almost like at 4,000 views. I mean, my goal is I try to break 500 views a video, whether it gets there or not. It doesn't matter to me. Like I tell people all the time, I don't do this to make money. I do this to meet people and experience. And, but people think everybody does it for money. It's nice to have money to, to pay back some of like what you invest. I'm so upside down with YouTube. It's like crazy, but it is what it is. It's cool though. I don't know why I'm not even, where's the view page on this thing? I can't see a lot of information. I guess I got to open this up in a different window. Oh, now the stream status is good. That's weird. Maybe it buffers. And that's why it does that. That's cool. That's weird. That's definitely interesting. Oh, there's the viewer count. Okay, cool. How's doing the Twitch thing? You know, I'll tell you why people are doing Twitch is because Ninja. I don't know if you've probably heard of him. He's a streamer. He was on like MSNBC talking about how he's making $500,000 a month streaming to Twitch. Now, Twitch works a little differently than YouTube because they like you can get Prime Twitch like as part of Amazon Prime, and they're paying you to stream, and then you can get like premium content. And they actually have it to where bandwidth is limited for people who are not partners. So like you're a YouTube partner and you can upload at 4K, 1080p, whatever you want. YouTube doesn't care whether you're a partner or not. You can upload in any resolution. On Twitch, you can only upload, or I should say stream, in certain resolutions if you're a partner. But he's doing like 500K, and everybody like hears this, and all of a sudden now everybody's a gamer. Like, I'm not doing the Twitch thing at all. I'm not a gamer at all. I downloaded Fortnite and I unloaded it because I'm just like, it sucks on your phone. It's terrible. And I'm having issues with this Mac. I'm going to have to build a PC if I want to continue streaming, because the stream on a Mac, it's just not going to work out at all. I'm finding that things don't like a Mac, but I think that's something I got to deal with at this point. But it is what it is. Cool stuff that happened today. It's the 26th. So if anybody's looking for a new camera, the Canon EOS M50 has launched. Their pre-orders should be shipping today. I believe it's officially available in the Amazon store. I don't know. I haven't checked it. Let's take a gander here at Amazon and see if it actually is shipping, because this is an awesome camera. I've been contemplating this over another drone. Let's see if it's shipping. Canon M50. You can get the Canon M50 by March 28th. That is a killer deal for a camera. This may be my next camera. I'm thinking it may be. This is this camera. $779 for the body. $899 if you want a lens. I would say skip the lens because it's only a 15mm lens. And because of that crop factor, you'll definitely need something like a 10mm lens to deal with the crop factor. Get an adapter, deal with that. It comes in white. Oh, that is nice. This isn't worth it. This mic sucks. This is terrible. This $999. Never buy that. Never buy that microphone. But this body, this camera is awesome. It's definitely going to be the next camera for sure. Ted is switching over his Twitch. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really played too many games to really switch over to Twitch. Like YouTube gaming is good. I saw last night there was a guy playing. He was on YouTube gaming. He had 1 million concurrent viewers, but he was playing in the Spanish. Like he had a lot of Spanish players on, so it was like everybody from Spain and like across the pond there were playing. But 1 million viewers, that was like most of all time. That's pretty crazy. So we'll have to see how that goes. But it's hot. I need to put a fan in this office. I got these lights up here. I got to put a fan in here. See his lights? Worst thing I ever did was I pulled the fan out of here when I first got this office, and I put these 3 lights in here, and it gets so hot when these lights are on. I got to turn them on, turn them off constantly, but I think I'm going to kick these out, put a fan in here. Anybody get a chance to go flying this weekend? Do any flying? Weather's been gorgeous here in Florida. We've had like 69 degrees. It was a little bit too windy today to fly, but I was contemplating. I filmed, what was it, Wednesday night? What night was it? I think it was Wednesday night I filmed. I did a test of the Mavic Air in D-Cinelike. I like the Mavic Air's D-Cinelike mode. I think it is a much better mode than it is on the Phantom 4. The Phantom 4 is a little too flat. I find I don't have to do too much to this. You got the spark up? Dude, I put some props on the spark. I changed the props. I got to show you these props. These props are great. I don't even know why I got the headphones on. I'm not monitoring audio. Check out these props. Look at these props. Had to change them out. I think these look pretty cool though, the white props, because I wrecked the Spark a couple of weeks ago, and I'm trying to see. I can't even see where I wrecked it. It's actually pretty durable. It's right there. That's all the damage my Spark got is right there from falling from like 8 feet in the air. Which, oh, and then I damaged the ND filter. Like I got a tiny scuff on the ND filter. Like this thing's a tank. I'm actually I've been happy with the Spark. I wish they made one with like collapsible wings, like somehow figured out how to make these collapse. So it was like this big, like just this big in itself. That would be cool. I don't know. I like how quiet the Spark is though. The Mavic Air is probably the most annoying drone. It sounds like a damn mosquito. It is so loud. I cannot believe a drone that small is that loud. I just don't understand it. It's terrible. They look, yeah. Oh, that would be cool. You know what? I saw the Mavic Pro has these props. I don't know if I would trust them very far, but I saw these props. They have lights, like LED lights on the props. And like when it takes off, it looks trippy. It looks cool, but like I said, I wouldn't trust it like flying very far, but they do look cool. I like these white props though. I just wish it didn't have the gold on it. I wish it had like black or something, or like the lime. I don't know. The Air yeah, the Air does need quiet props. I had to buy, where did I buy these props from? Oh, these. Let's see. These are, I've already gone through 2 sets of props on this thing. These are the original ones that came off of it. I don't know if you can see them, but you know, it's like when you fold this up, like when I first folded it up, I took everything out, I folded it up, and I didn't give any mind to how I was folding it up. And, you know, you leave it overnight, and what happened was the props deformed. I went to go take off with it, and it just flipped over, and it actually tapped the top of here because the prop was bent. I don't know. I just think this was a bad idea with solid props. I think this would have been better suited with like foldable props. You can just fold it any which way you want and it would be fine. But this, I don't know. And I don't like how loud they are. It is too loud, really loud. I was looking for like quiet props online and it doesn't look like anybody has them. But I did find props for $11.99 for a set of 4 props, and they're perfectly balanced. I got them in 2 days. Gotta love Amazon. That's all I know. You got quiet props for the Air Brick? Yeah, yeah, Bill, that's another thing. Like I never, like, as many times as I've flown this thing already, I still forget how to unfold it. Like when you're putting it away, you fold the front prop or the front arms in first, and then like when you're taking it out, like this to me just seems like a bad idea. Like I don't understand this. Like I don't like that. And then to pull that out, I mean, that's not too bad, but I don't know. Not really a fan of that. I like the gimbal though. I like this. That's great, but I don't know. I'm not a fan of the SD card at all. Like this SD card slot is just, this is so stupid. I look like an idiot trying to get an SD card out. I was out in the field. I was trying to get the SD card out, and I finally got my finger in there. And when I hit eject, the SD card just shot off into the grass. MIA. It's gone forever. Like I have no idea, which I was really bummed out because I'm like, damn, I just shot all this footage. And I turn around and I get home, and it turns out it wasn't even using the SD card anyhow. It was using the internal storage. So for that, I'm grateful. But for anything else, I could care less about the internal storage. I'm not really a fan of that either. It's too slow. Way too slow of the footage, or transferring back to a computer. At least on the Mac, it's too slow. Yeah, you know what? All right, so that's a good point, Bill. If they made a Spark that looked similar to this, like a Spark 2.0, and then gave me the Mavic Air gimbal, I would be happy. And maybe a little bigger battery. But it's funny, I fly my Spark and I can get about 12 minutes of flight out of the Spark before I have to bring it back in. I can only get like 17 minutes of this before I start getting the low battery warnings. So it's like, I don't know if like for many people, if the price, I think like if people are looking to get a drone, I'm going to still recommend the Spark right now, even though it's only 1080p. There's a guy, I gotta get his Instagram link. He posted a video. He goes by the name of Cardasso. He posted this video. It looks so good. Like it's so crisp. It's so clean. It's just amazing. And he shot it all with the Spark, which is perfect if you're just posting videos to Instagram, because with the 1080p, it's like ideal. Yeah, but definitely I would love the gimbal, but I never really have any choppy footage with the Spark. Like I never find like this footage isn't stable with the Spark. Like if I really like if I'm pivoting like this way, like trying to pivot around something, obviously not having that third axis is important, but you just got to be careful, but you can still get silky smooth footage with it though. Yeah, I think the Mavic Air needed to be like $599 and then or even like $699. $799 is too much because it's plastic. You know what's funny though is all these prices are going to drop. Like it's silly. You remember when the P3 standard was like almost $800? I mean, and now you can pick them up for like $350, $400 now. Nick, I don't know. I mean, there's nothing out there right now for a Mavic Pro 2. I mean, right now we've seen more leaks of this Phantom, whatever. I don't even know if I want to call it a Phantom 5. I don't even know, you know, as far as Mavic Pro 2, I mean, it's tough to say. I mean, they're definitely going to have a sequel to it, but, you know, we're coming up on the anniversary of the Spark, and I would love to see a sequel of the Spark. I would love to see them release both at the same time and for different reasons, like say, okay, this is, you know, smaller travel and this is more professional. I mean, they can get away with that. When I film for YouTube lately, I've been shooting in 1080p, and that's just because it takes less work to get it edited, and my export times are a lot less. I'll shoot like for my drone footage, I'll shoot in 4K and then I'll down res it to 1080p because I feel like I get a crispier, more detailed image from the 4K down res to 1080p. It looks way better. I shot a video on Saturday and that's what I did. Yeah, 1080, yeah, 60 frames. I like 60 frames, but not for like talking headshots. When I do all my interview shots, I do 24 frames per second. Billy likes to do a lot of videos in 10 or 60 frames per second, and that looks good. 60 frames looks good. I'm always been a 24p fan. You're talking about that photo of that Phantom, Bill? I didn't even give any credence to that photo that was tweeted out this week. I was very cautious. I'm like, I'm not going to make another leak or any indication video because clearly he doesn't. Yeah, 24 is standard for cinema and TV. Like some broadcasts are 30 frames per second, but the reason why is you get that like natural motion blur with 24 frames. You don't get that if you have 60 frames per second. Like if you watch a car moving, you can see the car, like you can see the detail of a car. That's why you use an ND filter. It slows the footage down. You get that nice blur. Yeah, I didn't want to even entertain it. I mean, it's interesting how he's getting these photos, but then it's like, I keep going back to where he's saying that, oh, I don't want to be treated like a leaker. Okay, but then now you're tweeting out photos of, it's definitely a new drone. Bill pointed out something interesting the one night we were talking about that. He was showing the underneath of the drone where it's different. He had a picture of his Phantom 4, and he had a picture of the drone. The underneaths were definitely different, and that's obviously probably to supplement those additional lenses that are going to be going on and off, because obviously it's going to be heavier, so your gimbal is going to have to be able to compensate for these lenses or whatever it is. I mean, I don't know. I was hoping for retractable legs, to be honest. I would love retractable legs on a Phantom. That would be like the deal. Like that would be it for me, to have like sort of an Inspire like mini almost. I don't know. Be able to get those 360 shots. That would be cool. But I don't think we'll see it this time around. I wonder if it's just because they can't, or it's just going to increase costs tremendously. But for some reason, I don't think we'll see retractable legs on a Phantom this time around. And like, was it Wednesday's event? I think that's just going to be, I think those cinema wheels, I think that's going to be a pretty disappointing event because DJI Global, their Twitter account's been silent. And usually if they have anything substantial, like for a consumer market, they're going to tweet it out there and they're going to throw it in everybody's face. But then again, they could surprise people, but I just doubt it. Yeah, maybe. Hey, from Brazil. Cool. Yeah. Is there a quiet prop for the Spark? I haven't seen a quiet prop for the Spark. I haven't even looked because I think that, hey, take care, Bill. Bye. I haven't looked for quiet props for the Spark just because I think the Spark is pretty quiet all on its own. Even though it's not utilizing a quiet prop system, I think it's pretty quiet in comparison to like the Mavic Air or the Phantom 4 or even the Mavic Pro. I think, I'm not sure who did it, but somebody did it like a decibel test on it. And I think Billy Kyle has a decibel test where he tested the Mavic Pro, I think he tested the Mavic Pro, the Phantom 4, and the Spark, if I'm not mistaken. Basically, and the Spark was the quietest of them all. And then I think he did the same thing where he tested the Platinum with the Platinum props or something like that. Anyways, it was definitely quiet. Why would Osista knowingly tweet a fake pic? Well, he tweets them because I think he likes the attention, and looking at his Twitter account and seeing these pictures of these women that he is pining for, like he's got some issues. He's definitely a very interesting character, but because of that, I won't give him any attention. I've actually unfollowed him. I have him listed, so if something interesting does come up, I can always go back and look at it, but I won't follow him. I just have him listed to where I can go back and view. I'm waiting for him to block me. Eventually, he's going to block me because I've made some comments. I tweeted a photo to him the other night. I forgot what it was. It was about his where the hell was it? I don't even remember. No. Anyways, screw that guy. That's all I got to say about him. I didn't want to talk about him because he's annoying. But he's got a source. Like, I think, what happens is after you get some notoriety, people will send you things, and it's possible somebody is truly a true leaker and providing him this information, but I won't use any of his information going forward because when he doesn't have news, he tweets something just to stay relevant. Don't tell me something just to be relevant. That's like, you don't have to say anything at all. Just be quiet. I think we'll see cinema wheels. I think it's going to be for filmmakers, like professional filmmakers. I wouldn't get really excited about the event on the 28th. Watch the blood pressure. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, exactly. I won't let him aggravate me at this point. He's already burned me once. Not going to happen again. That's for certain. I won't let that happen. So yeah, not anymore. Does anybody here join the DJI workshop group that we have on Facebook? We are approaching 4,000 members. I don't know if anybody's a part of that, but it's a fantastic group. I keep forgetting to link it in the bio. I think I may have to do that. I think there will be. I think there will be some items released, but I don't think we'll see a drone. I think it's going to be something like maybe a lens for the Inspire series, maybe something like a camera, and cinema wheels. I don't see them launching a UAV. Again, anything that they launch is going to be strictly commercial just because this is the enterprise account that's putting this event on. There you guys go. So that link right there will take you to the DJI workshop group. If you aren't already a part of that, it's a place for, you know, anybody who's a fan of DJI products. If you want to check it out, post your videos, ask questions if you're having an issue. Yeah, Master Wheels, Bill. It's either going to be Master Wheels or a toaster. And I'm leaning heavily towards a toaster. So. It's funny watching the stream after it happens. It's not in real time, which I hate. Yeah, Rick, that's the one. Billy started it, and Bill Thomas sort of, you know, keeps the group going. He's like the resident father. And then we have John Coopy, Jack Kramer's usually in there, so we all try to keep it nice and clean and going. A DJI, I told you, so it's not improbable that we'll see a DJI toaster, Bill. I told you, if he's posting a watch, we're going to see a toaster. It's going to happen. I will rock that out. Be the first time I put toast in and they'll fly away. So it's a joke. Dad jokes. Dad jokes. Dad jokes. Forward your social security here. Yeah. What time is it? 8:30. Yeah, we'll go to about 8:45. I'm bummed this week, man. No, you know, like I had things set up last week and they just totally fell apart terribly. But that's cool. I'm gonna probably ease back like my scheduling for how many videos I do a week. Right now, lately I've been doing about almost 5 videos a week, but I'm gonna try to tone it back to like maybe 1 stream, 1 video a week, just depending on what happens. Why is it taking so long? I think honestly, and people can, you know, disagree with me, but I think money, finances. I don't think it has anything to do with design or anything else. I think it's just finances. I think there are things behind the scenes that we aren't seeing, and they're not given enough of information. And, you know, I fired off my video yesterday because they aren't providing enough of information. And if they don't want people to go to other sources, they need to be forthright with everybody and say, hey, listen, we are having, you know, some issues, or maybe, you know, we haven't finalized things. And they just need to be honest, but I don't see any honesty, and I'm starting to lose faith in them because of that. And that's why I offered them the opportunity to come on here, and we could have talked about topics that were totally pertaining to, you know, a comfortable set of questions that they felt like they could legally answer online. And they haven't even responded to me. They have my email. I even sent them an email to their marketing company like a couple of weeks ago trying to talk to them about it. Haven't heard anything back. So somebody in my comments on the video said that this is looking a lot like the GoPro Karma. And, you know, if we don't see movement by the end of like the middle of April, or at least some sort of information, you know, then I will totally agree with these doubters. Absolutely will agree with them. We're doing dear. You know, what would be cool is if we had, you know, a way to get a rep or somebody on the show, or whatever, or a call in. I'm doing a burner number the next show that we do. So next Monday night, if I can get, I'm going to see if, you know, we can get somebody to come on, because I like bouncing things off of people. So I'm going to set up a burner line to where you guys can call in and ask live questions, because what's happening here is I see your questions, but it's like it's delayed. So what I want is like real-time interaction, so that you'll be able to ask your questions. And we'll set up a burner line. I think that's going to be the next show, is what we're going to do. Roberto says it seems they are losing the time to launch in their website. The X-Star is no longer available, losing trust there. So, and with regards to the X-Star, I asked about that when I was at the event, and the response that I got, it was a limited run for their first drone. Now, personally, I feel like that was a cop-out response to me because I have done some search, and if you look at the Maryland court, there's a Maryland district courts. DJI actually filed a suit against Autel back in late December 2016, shortly after the Autel launch of the X-Star, and it went through litigation, and then they stopped selling it about summertime, late summer, early September of 2017. So something happened. No, they can't. And you know what, Bill? They won't say that. They won't say that they can't, but that is the reason why. Again, this is information that they could easily say, hey, you know, we were sued. Like, I don't understand it. Like, Apple sues Samsung. Samsung says, hey, we're being sued by Apple. Almost like that's like a badge of honor if you're being sued by somebody. Samsung, you know, sues whomever for a patent design, and that company's like, hey, we're being sued by Samsung. They wear it like a badge of honor. Yeah, yeah, and they haven't. I posted it in there too. Like they had that deal there. It's funny because there's really only one person running their social media account, and I met him when I was there, and he was just like he just gets hammered, and he's able to go through only so much, but they only have like 25 US employees, so they're super small. Yeah, like you know what I mean? Like tell people that you're being bullied. If you have I'm telling you that it just makes no sense why they're not like, but I guess they feel like people feel like obviously they stole the design of the P3 as to a reason why that they haven't said it. I don't know. It's tough to say, but I would have just rather them be honest with everybody and say, hey, you know, this is what's going on. But they're not being honest, and I'm starting to see that. I still like their product. I still like what they stand for, but I just think that they're not being honest with people right now. You know, when DJI does an event, typically like either a week after or so, that's when the pre-orders go live. Like look at what happened with the Mavic Air. They announced it on the 23rd, and I think the following Friday that drone was available for pre-order. That's the way you do it. Same thing with the Mavic Pro. Actually, the Mavic Pro took a minute longer to be able to order, but even still, it was readily available, and they were answering questions. They weren't hiding behind anything. Same thing with Unique. When Unique has a product that it's launching, they typically say, okay, it's going to go live on this day, or this date is when you can project that we're going to start shipping this product. I don't know. I don't know why they showed something off that wasn't ready. You know, it's sad. Hey, Roberto, thanks so much, man. Brazil, that's got to be a beautiful place to fly. I wonder if well, obviously drones are legal there. I wonder if they have any like laws, you know, preventing flight in certain areas. That'd be a cool place to fly. Whoop. Hydraulics. That would be a awesome place to fly. What is this? What is this? I think they prematurely announced it with, yeah, no, and I agree. I agree. I think they were excited. They had a beautiful design, but it just wasn't ready because, like, when I went to the IWCE event, they told me that the prototype that was displayed at CES was different than the one that I was seeing and I was seeing flying because the props were bigger, the arms were longer. So, okay, so you made changes from that point to this point, and here is something that nobody knows. I asked them, I said, you know, how much flight time has this thing seen? Do you guys have any footage? And they haven't really flown it much, like outside of tested controlled environments. So I was hoping to see like some footage like of this thing flying. Like they're out of Seattle, Washington. So show me some beautiful mountain shots. They haven't really flown it much. I was trying to get them to take it outside in Orlando and fly it, and that wasn't going down. That wasn't happening at all. So I don't know. I put my Phantom 4 Pro. I'm selling it. I put it up for sale just because I don't fly it as much. I've been flying this guy a lot, which is good. But when I travel to take my P4 Pro with me, it's just such a hassle. But I'm like stuck. I'm like, do I wait for the Mavic 2? Do I go with this? I don't know. So right now I'm in a lull. I don't know what to do at this point. But my Spark is my go-to right at the moment because it's so versatile and it's so reliable that, you know, and if I wreck it, I put DJI Care Refresh on it, $50, I'll get another one. I mean, can't go wrong. So I think at this point I'm going to wait. It sort of sucks, really. And in Florida, I've been looking at air maps. I don't know if you guys ever downloaded air maps, but the areas in which I can fly are becoming smaller and smaller. Like spring training is happening right now, and Florida is like the worst for drones in the spring because you have all these baseball teams and all these no-fly zones. It's just getting crazy. So I'll have to see. I can't see. I can't see. I only look. Let me look at this. Bill's messaging me on the sidebar here. A DJI watch. Oh, it is a DJI. That is a DJI watch. Hey, Bill, you know, I don't think that's a DJI watch, Bill. I think that could be something maybe to have the drone track you. Bill sent me this. He says, look, it's a DJI watch. I think that could be like something like, I don't know if anybody's ever seen Unique. Unique has this thing that you can clip to yourself and the drone tracks it. Nick, dude, I'm telling you, it is hard to fly in Tampa. You need to have like, I don't know, a Part 107 to fly in Tampa, like, because the Tampa skyline looks beautiful. Yeah, Bill, that to me, Bill, that looks like possibly something like to track, like maybe like a tracker, but also it's weird. It's weird. It's got like a charger on the back of it. I don't think it's a watch, but it's definitely, it looks like it has a clip to it of some sort. I don't know. It's tough to say. It's hard not seeing the front of it. You know what I mean? Have I ever called into a control tower? One time. I've only had a call in one time, and it was locally here because I was flying, and I told them I was flying at like 50 feet for 10 minutes, and they were basically like, "Yeah, okay." they were like, "Yeah, okay." So, I mean, I guess it depends on, you know, how long you're going to fly. I want to do like a Skyway flight. Like that like right out of Fort DeSoto, that looks like a great place to fly. And there's no rules about flying there. So I'm going to try that out probably. Maybe I'll see. I'll have to see. Florida's getting weird with these rules. Yeah, Osita did post that. I didn't grab it from Bill. Sent that to me. Yeah, Parrot's got some cool stuff. You know, I had a Parrot for a while. That thing was amazing. Like, it was so durable, the little Bebop. A joystick on it. It's got to be something that you can control the drone from afar. You know what I mean? Like, that's the only thing I could really think of. Like, I'm like, Unique has that. Like, they have like this little thing you can control the Typhoon with. And it's like, it's really small. It's indiscreet. It's like about this big by about that wide. It looks like a little candy bar. So it wouldn't surprise me if that was what that is or what it would be. I don't know. We're seeing a lot of stuff starting to leak. I'm sure we'll see an event in April related to consumer drones, but I don't think we'll see anything consumer related here now. Hernando Beach is pretty good. There's a place called Wikiwachi Preserve. That is probably my all-time favorite place to fly. It's where they used to have like a rock quarry, and they've dug it all out. So there's like hills, like there's like little mini like hills and whatnot, and like rocks everywhere. And the water is like crystal blue. It's like aqua blue, actually. There's no fish or anything in there, I don't think. I've never tried to fish in there, but it looks amazing. Like that would be the spot that I would fly. In Tampa, there is one spot you can fly that I've found, and it's actually in between two airports. If you're ever going over the Courtney Campbell Causeway, right where the bridge is over the Courtney Campbell Causeway, that is like one of the only areas where you can fly. So I've wanted to fly there for a while. I've just not gotten a chance to. Every time I go, I never stop at the right spot. I need a boat to be able to take off from. I'm gonna try it probably this coming up weekend. Try to get, well, not this weekend because it's Easter, but probably the weekend afterwards. I don't know. Try something here. My next video, I'm trying to work on something with the Android app. Yeah, I'm trying to work on something for the Android people who have a Spark. That's going to be the next one that I do. But we'll see how that goes. Anyways, guys, it's 8:45. I'm going to call it for tonight. Like I said, not really a specific topic for tonight's episode. I'm sorry that we didn't have like a full-on guest, but, you know, not always going to have a guest, not always going to have a specific topic. Sometimes I just come on here to blow off steam. But I will be on drone therapy on Bill Thomas's channel come Wednesday night. So make sure you stop by, check that out. I've linked the channel before. I'm going to make sure that'll be, if you look at the end of this video, you will see Bill's channel. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. And then also, if you search for Bill's channel, you'll see the next episode of Drone Therapy. Hit the reminder button so you don't miss out on that. It's usually a great show. You can find myself, Jack Kramer, Billy Kyle on there. As Bill would call it, it is like the drone rat pack. And then from time to time, Ken Herron tends to just sort of pop in or, you know, fly in. God, I'm just hammering the puns tonight. But make sure you check them out. So, yeah, you know, if somebody wants to be a guest on Up in the Air, you know, you don't have to have a YouTube channel. You don't have to be a creator. You can be creating videos, you know, whether it be you're a photographer, whether you're, you know, a private creator, whether you work for a company. I don't discriminate against any type of creator who flies. If you want to be up on the show, all you have to do to come on the show is send me an email at phonesdronestech@gmail.com. And I'll go ahead and put that here in the chat. It is phonesdronestech@gmail.com if you want to be on the show. So that's how it is. If anybody wants to come on, chat, even if you have, you know, 10, 15 minutes to spare, you have Google Hangouts, you're more than welcome to do so. Like I said, it's just it's a big party sometimes. But make sure you check us all out on Drone Therapy Wednesday night. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. It makes Mondays so much more fun. And tell your friends about it. So the more people we have here, the more of a party it is. I will see everybody next time, and I'll see you guys Wednesday. Peace.